Hey guys, another video on the Flash Season 3. So a lot of people are wondering who Savitar, who is the big bad for the Flash Season 3 if you're currently watching the show is. His identity hasn't been revealed. It was meant to be, slash rumoured to be, in Abracadabra, which was the most recent episode last week, and now the show is going on a break. So as you can see around me, there's a lot of different theories, and I'm going to be speaking about them individually and my thoughts on Savitar. So the first person that I'll be speaking about that could possibly be Savitar is GARRICK, as you can see on the screen. So GARRICK, we know, is the first speedster known as the Golden Age Flash in the comic. So Savitar explains that he is the first speedster, which could add this up. Personally, I don't think it is GARRICK, but I wanted to discuss this theory. Another thing is that the future Barry Allen's prison in the Speed Force that has been created, GARRICK is currently in there now, which could lead to him hating Barry, forgetting. But I don't see this theory happening, but there are a lot of people that are predicting Jay as Savitar. Now, the second person who has been told to possibly be Savitar, which I personally don't like, to be honest, it's probably my least favourite out of all the options, is Wally West. Now, why would Wally want to kill his sister Iris unless it was an evil version? If it was Daniel West from the comics, I'd quite like that as a plot twist, but I doubt that'll happen. But no, Wally West, at the end of the Wrath of Savitar, he was in the Speed Force, and a lot of people thought from that scene where he sucked in that he may be Savitar replacing. But why would he replace himself? And it's his younger self. It still doesn't make sense to me, but it is a very popular theory on the internet. But I highly doubt that Wally West is Savitar. Now, the third person that could be Savitar is a very popular one at the moment, and that is Future Barry. Now, there is different incarnations of Barry, or Barry related, that I will be talking about during this video, and there will be at this point. But honestly, why would Barry want to kill Iris in any other version? I'll get to later on. There is one person who is pretty much, like, he is another version of Barry that I will be speaking about, but I can't see future Barry wanting to kill. I understand that the future Flash costume from the comics looks a lot like Savitar's current costume, but we're getting a future Flash episode coming up, but I really cannot see any incarnation of Barry wanting to kill Iris. But I do like the idea of Barry's greatest enemy being himself, so if this reveal did happen, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't think it will, and I kind of hope not. So, Julian joined the team and knows pretty much everything there is to know about Team Flash now that he's part of the team. Evidence of Julian possibly being Savitar is he has a deep connection to him as Dr. Alchemy, but apparently there is no alchemy, Barry explains, only Savitar, and Savitar does use Julian to communicate. But I don't see Julian being Savitar, to be honest. I feel like it would be quite predictable. So I'm going to scrap this one. Now, this theory is one of my favourites, as I was a big fan of the character, but I'm not sure if they'll go down this path. I feel like this is just another Tommy Prometheus kind of thing, where it's the fans dreaming. But a lot of people think that Savitar could be Eddie Thawne. Now, that would give a good reason for Iris's death, as Eddie would be jealous and could have gone into the Speed Force, and the image of Savitar that we see in episode 9 does resemble Eddie. From the back it looks like Eddie, and I kind of hope that this happens. I think it would be a good twist to the show. But the only thing is that in episode 15, when Savitar is talking about Barry's enemies, he does say Thawne, talking about Reverse Flash, but he wouldn't mention his ancestor's name and not his own when he's talking about himself. But I don't think Eddie is Savitar, but I do hope so. Now, this theory, I have my own theory on this character, so I won't talk too much about that because I kind of want to make in the process of making a video on it. I personally think that HR could be Abracadabra. I'll explain that in a separate video if you want to know more. A lot of people think he is Savitar, but I don't think they'd go down the same path that they went down in Season 1. There is a lot of different points to this. He does know everything about the team, and it seems like someone from Team Flash could be Savitar. He is from Earth 19 and we do not know much about him. He hides a lot of secrets and things as well. But personally, I don't feel like HR is Savitar. So, if you might remember, as soon as Earth 19 Harrison Wells came onto Team Flash, he used a face-changing mask to make himself look like what he described as his partner. Now, a lot of people think that because Savitar is known to be an unexpected reveal, that this character known as Rudolph or Randolph Morgan, I can't remember the name, sorry, is Savitar. Now, we don't know anything about this character. If they did have a good plot and things to it, I might like it, but at the moment I'm not going to consider too much on this. So, here it is. This is the theory that everyone's talking about at the moment, and one that I have had for a while, and I can kind of see them doing this as they have hinted at Barry possibly being Savitar. So, if you all remember, in episode 23, the season finale of last season, Barry created a time remnant, and that time remnant sacrificed himself for Barry to save Zoom. But what if going into the Speed Force and learning what Barry did with the events of Flashpoint drove this time remnant crazy? I could really see this happening, and I do strongly Savitar is going to be a big mystery for the remaining few episodes, I think. I don't think a reveal will come for a while, and I don't know if this will happen, but I really like this theory and a lot of thought has gone into it. But I can see this one happening. So there is always the possibility that Savitar is a new character. I don't think this is the case. I think Savitar knows way too much information about Team Flash for this to be the case, and the hatred towards Barry. But yeah guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like, comment and subscribe. If you have any theories on Savitar, leave them in the comments. And yeah, till next time guys, thank you very much.